Okay guys, I am back and I swear this is going to be the last test for today. At least the last video I'll post up in the group today. But anyway, I am Christy, parody of Nana Nookers, and we are testing out some different products. Thought I would upload these to my YouTube channel. They're easier to upload. So today I am working with some Kebelka mediums. As many of you know, Genesis heat sets are no longer, Amoco is no longer producing Genesis heat sets at the moment, so we are looking for alternative products, and there is a group. We do have a group on Facebook. It is called the Reborn Paint Palette. So if you guys want to jump over there and join that group, I have videos and members there post videos. So I had done some testing on this piece, and actually those videos are up in the group, but I thought I need to get some color on here so I can see exactly how this is going to work. Normally I would use the thinning medium with Genesis, and this is the Kebelka, and normally what I would do is I would mix a little bit of thinning medium, and this is supposed to be compatible. So this is Genesis. Actually, this is one from Bountiful Babies. This is a medium red. I thought I needed to get some color in here. And I would mix some color in with my thinning medium to make somewhat of a paste. It actually looks pretty good. The texture looks a little bit different, but I mean, I think it's something I can work with. When I use just the medium by itself, when I use just the thinning medium by itself, it would not dry. So we're going to see how it does with paint in it. So this top half, let me get a pen. This top half of the baby, we're going to put paint plus thinning medium. And then this bottom half of the arm, we will do the exact same thing, the paint plus thinning plus we're going to do the B matte, add that to it. Oops. Yes, these are just test pieces, so it doesn't really matter that I'm writing on the baby. So this first one, let me grab a sponge. I don't have a clean, so here's one. I do have a little piece of a sponge. Let me grab a sponge, and the first thing I'm going to do right here, and this is just paint. This is, not paint, yeah, Genesis Heat Set Paint, medium red, plus the thinning medium. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply this kind of like I would do a blush, except a lot heavier because I'm wanting some color here. And I like that it's translucent. I do like that it's translucent. I like the way it's moving around on the vinyl. I'm paying attention to my little lumps and bumps there, and I do like that. It's very, very thin. Let me lay this over here out of the way, and then I'm going to pounce this just like I normally would with the Genesis. I am noticing that it's not going on. If you can see it, it looks kind of splotchy. It's not going on very smooth. Actually, I may try using, and like I do this with the Genesis, like if I'm blushing, I'll use like a little blender brush. So let me, I'm just going to blend part of this just to see how it does after it's baked. So let's do the blending on half of this. See how it's moving the paint around. I'm just going to do blending on half. And now on this part, on this bottom part, I'm going to add some B matte. Now, the B matte, I'm going to get a clean brush. The B matte should be, according to other videos that I've watched, the B matte should be mixed separately. And it takes very little of it with just a little bit of thinner, about the same amount. Then I'm going to mix this and make it very smooth, no lumps or bumps or any of that. It actually mixes pretty well, guys. I'm always thrown off by the color of this because it's white. I have heard other artists say that if you just use the Be Matte like this, that it will leave white on your kit. I do not know. We will be testing that theory. So, okay, we have that mixed up. Sorry about the poor quality of video. I am going to be setting up a video area this weekend. So now I've got all that in here, and I'm going to mix this in with my color. Just want to make sure I got it all. So I'm going to mix this in with the color. And we're going to do the exact same thing, except with the Be Matte on the bottom part. I'm not noticing any difference in the way it's going on. I do notice I got a little speck in there. That has nothing to do with the product. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. We all know that feeling. So, but anyway, I'm not being a little sloppy with it. It feels very slick onto the vinyl, so I'm not sure. Let's see. And then I'm going to pounce it, just like we did. And as I notice, it's pouncing pretty much the same way, even though it has the Be Matte in it. Worried about this little bitty bit. Like I said, it's just this test part. So now that has the Be Matte in it, and I'm going to blend this side just like I blend this side. I do like that it blends, but it's very, I'm trying to figure a way to describe it. It's very oily, so the blending, like you would use very little of this, that's for sure. So this is pounced. This side is pounced. Don't pay any attention to that yellow if you guys can see it. I say this is a test part. And even though this is a test part, it's going to drive me crazy if I leave that in that crease. Because that's just how I am. Now I will say I noticed right off the bat that, I don't know, maybe does this side look a little darker than this side with the Be Matte in it? Not sure. While I'm at it, I think I'm going to hit this little crease right here and see how it would do in crease work. And this is with the Be Matte. See how it works if we were doing this for some crease work. I'm wanting to say it may be too oily, but I could be wrong. This is exactly how I would do it if I was using the Genesis. And let me find my little blender brush. I'm knocking everything over. And let's blend it. See, it blends. It's too oily. It just literally just wiped right out of there. Okay, guys. So I'm going to let this flash out. Let this flash out, and then I'm going to bake it according to direction, and we will come back in another video in part 2 and see how this looks. Don't forget to run over and join our group. It is the Reborn Paint Palette on Facebook. There's artists there. A lot of us are testing different products. That's mainly what the group is for, so we can do some tests. I personally have some air dries coming in the mail, hopefully this week or next. They're coming from McPherson, so they come out pretty quick. So I've got a whole entire toddler I'm going to be starting on that, and we'll be practicing with that and other products as they become available. Please be kind to each other and have a wonderful day. Bye.